involved here. We have to do the pledge. So, ready?
Yeah, I'm ready.
I, state your name,
I, Cosmic Kasey,
do hereby solemnly swear allegiance to the frat
do hereby solemnly swear allegiance to the frat,
with liberty and fraternity for all.
liberty and Mari, fraternity test, whatever, orgies for all.
Amen.
Something, yeah.
Well, all right, welcome to the frat, and welcome to the show.
Next!
So after Grandpa gets done dying of a heart attack,
Hey, look, dude, it's been a hard fucking week, okay?
maybe
Real doozy.
Dude, I don't know how you remember the week you had. This morning's a blur. How do you know you had a hard week?
It is a blur already, dude. I gotta be honest.
What if there is no tomorrow? There wasn't one today.
Today.
Hey guys, welcome back. Thanks for everyone who has been subscribing. In the last video, I know that we're over 100 subscribers.
We're over 100 subscribers.
Damn,
Hey,
thanks for that. Yeah.
Nice, and spread the love. We're going to keep on doing goofy stuff like that and having good guests like Kosmic Kasey here.
Hello.
Which would represent our guest.
Uh-huh.
So,
Yes.
yeah. Our guest. So, welcome.
All right.
Welcome, Cosmic
All right,
Kasey.
yeah.
Yay.
Good
Very
time.
cool.
So, yeah.
Thanks for having me on. I appreciate it.
Good to see you.
So tonight we got a couple things to talk about. Besides our usual bits.
But wait, who is she that we should tell the world?
Who's who?
This person.
Oh, yeah. That's
Live from the cabin where they shot Evil Dead.
This is
You never studied.
this is
Hate you, God.
Cosmic Kasey,
Idiot.
and she is an author, and she writes comic books and does macrame, and is an all-round media maven type comic book chick.
But who else am I? Most importantly.
Oh, and she's my sister.
Yes. Yes.
Oh, for the love of
sister.
God, I'm cutting that
There
out.
you go. So, welcome to the show.
Puke.
She's here to hawk her wares and tell us cool stuff
Yep.
and have fun with us,
Yep.
and it'll be great. So, and besides having the wonderful, vivacious Cosmic Kasey in the show, we're also going to talk a little bit about something I like to call zombie carpentry. And we'll get into that. You'll kind of get a fun idea about what we're talking about. A little bit of the From the Vault. Had a couple movies today, and then Kasey wants to get into a debate related to zombie carpentry, so we'll do that.
All right, so we'll talk that. We'll talk
let's
a little
get
bit
into it,
about
man.
this Michigan Comic Expo.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yep.
yeah.
Is that the name of it? That's
Yeah.
that's all part of July. We're gearing up for a comic book season. Basically starts at the end of summer when everyone gets home.
It's
from
comic
school.
season.
July
Yeah,
29th,
word.
Yak Arena, Wyandotte, ran by Tony fucking Maiello,
Big Tony.
the one and only Big Tony.
I'm not saying he'll have your legs broken, but he'll have your legs broken.
He probably
Be there.
Tony, Yak Arena, comic
Yep,
stuff.
and Tony is the proprietor of Rocket Ink Studios, who publishes the Portraits of Poe book. They have a lot of commercial success with. Also, Hollywood Undead, which was a Matt Bush project. And also, I would not have a career if it wasn't for Tony Milo.
And also, if you want to buy hardcore heroin, right there. That's true, right? No? Oh, shit. I'll cut that.
My first book was published through Tony Milo.
Okay, so we'll talk about that. So you are actually. I'm sorry about your goddamn lights, lady.
And I guess that I just don't know.
It's the Chinese, those Chinese lanterns.
What?
Hey, let's get Chinese eyes.
They attacked from the lanterns.
Smoke. We want some smoke.
So yeah, you're like one of those fat, disgusting-looking dudes who sits in his basement and draws comic books, aren't you?
Yes.
Care to comment?
She does not draw comics.
I must admit, though, for a fat, disgusting dude who lives in the basement, he's pretty hot.
Why do you keep looking at me?
Supposedly, your sister draws comics. Pfft. No,
As
girls
soon as
don't draw comic
I
books.
unzip
dude.
this, is like Jabba the Hutt everywhere. It's like a Navy life raft. Just,
Come on,
Cosmic
it's a
Kasey, after
true,
all.
it's a true science fact. Girls can't draw. It's right. It's no.
I've never seen any. I mean, can you prove
you're
it?
about to die on live TV.
You're about to die, motherfucker.
The way you've always wanted to go.
Wow,
Right.
it's already here. Thank you, God.
How did I look? Well, let's do it again.
No, so you actually draw these comic books?
No, I write them.
Oh, you write them?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
You don't want me drawing anything unless they make a market for large-headed chicks on bar napkins with their hands in their pockets. then yeah, I'll stick to red.
Drawing's real hard.
What was that? It is raw. I can't draw with
Drawing is hard. I only draw one eye too. Like the bangs
Yes.
over the one eye because I can't make them symmetrical.
Nobody's eyes
That's
is
a trick of the
symmetrical.
trade. You shouldn't have told that secret.
So,
Damn it!
a comic book writer,
Who writes comics?
And I write prose as well. I write novels.
a writer.
A novel. What's the difference between a novel?
So you're depressed.
So,
A novel and
let's
a novella.
just
What's the difference?
say I couldn't
Novel's
read.
Oh, okay.
Do you have the pictures in your books?
I do now.
Aha.
I do now. In this re-release,
I do now, so it's a
re-release
Chinese term.
of Pieces of Madness. 7 short stories of the insane, cultist, and paranormal. It's Clive Barker meets Twilight Zone. It's sort of a gore piece if you're into that. It was originally 5 pieces. Now it is 7 short stories. And the cover art is by Marvel artist Ryan Lee. And there's illustrations from Tony Maiello. There's also Kelly O'Hara,
I should probably read this.
Bruce Gerlach,
See? Pictures.
and a slew of others.
Is this also one of your thingamadoodles?
Yes,
here?
this is Nora. Nora is my comic book series that is actually painted by Sean
It
Seal.
actually looks pretty good, unlike the things that we do.
All right.
But Nora is a coma fisher for hire. So she has the ability to delve into your mind's eye, retrieve you from, or help you cross over during a coma. But she obtained that ability while working in pathogenic development for the CIA, creating hellish viruses for means of biological
I
warfare.
can't even say a pathological.
Well, I've said it a few 400 times. But yeah, it's all hand painted, so it's a little different.
And you can get high as balls if you buy the book.
Promise it
Yeah.
doesn't smell like
I love smelling new
Maybe.
books, right?
And,
Ooh,
Wow.
so
Don't let them know I
yeah.
said that. No, you
Right.
can. It's okay.
But and there's
you
John
wrote all these
Merrick.
words. Oh, my Lord.
John Merrick is in this. I forgot to tell you that. Yeah, he plays himself as a teenage boy.
I wonder if
So,
you can get Twinkies.
I get to put
in
him
North
in
Korea.
a
That's
coma.
possible.
So that is Nora 2. But there's 4 issues in this series. Issue 3 comes out in about a few weeks. And
pretty dope.
we will kickstart the trade probably somewhere in the fall.
Now, wait a minute. Does this have anything to do with the comic? Or is this separate?
No,
right?
this is separate.
So it's like all the same world in this one, or all different?
Nope, all different.
Okay.
This piece
So this
of,
is an anthology, really.
it is
of your own stories.
it's a collection. Anthology
A what?
implies that there's more than one writer.
It's like when you, it's like soup. You know?
Oh, yeah, gotcha.
Yeah, it's
Throw it all
short
into one
stories.
pot.
I feel better now.
Yep.
I can't read. I'm just.
Hey, is this near mint?
Women in their 40s love that book. That became my niche because they love to travel.
And I would totally love it. The way that I love Bounce TV.
Ain't they
It's
cougars?
for us, by us.
Ain't they cougars? You know what you call them? the cougars at the show. You know, hey, look out! It's the cosplay cougars. I challenge you. I challenge you, internet. Come up with the cosplay cougars. I want to see cosplay chicks over 40.
No, listen.
Make it happen.
A woman who bought that book, she said, you should download my new app. It's a cougar app. It's
Whoa.
a cougar dating app. I swear to God. She bought pieces of
called,
it and
is
she
it
said
called
that.
Cougars to Cubs?
What the
Probably.
fuck is an
That was a
app?
pretty good name.
I'm pretty
right?
sure Holly's on there.
What the fuck is an app? What these
No,
guys are
no, I'm not gonna say nothing. I'm not gonna say shit. I'm gonna get myself in trouble. I'm just gonna keep my fucking mouth shut.
That'll be a change.
Right? My
And we won't
God.
have a show.
Really, keep your fucking mouth shut. Just sit there and look.
Okay,
just sit
so wait
there.
a minute. All right, so
go ahead and go on. Like talk about things.
Tony, the guy who's throwing this Comic-Con, and come on out if you're in Michigan on July 29th.
Yep. It's great because they're
how
going to
did
have
he get-
wrestling
how did he-
and
yeah.
burgers and beers and comics.
It'll be a good
Awesome.
time.
Yeah.
Tony puts on a good show.
Yeah, he does.
Tony has put on quite a few comic book cons, and it's a legit show. It's if you want to go to an independent comic book con, this actually should be a pretty good one. But how did he help you out in the business? You said he helped you.
Yes, he did. I was a blogger at the time making, I was Cosmic Kasey, snarky commentary about the con scene and whatnot. And he said, I think you can write fiction. I said, I don't write fiction. That is not what I do. He's like, no, I think you can write horror. So I was blogging a chapter a month of a sci-fi called The Prophecy Effect, which eventually became Nora. But then he said, well, write me a story. And I wrote Dollface, which is in Pieces of Madness. And then he signed me to a book contract. Yeah, I know, right?
What?
Over here.
Oh, I'm sorry. What were we talking about?
she did a lot of cocaine with some whores and got Tony into some big trouble.
Kind of funny because I mean,
Great
after all,
story.
Yeah. Tony helped
really
me
good.
so much, and in every interview, I will always cite Tony as really getting me started.
Yeah,
You
Tony,
gotta give credit where it's due. You have to.
Tony.
I think you got to click
big Tony.
some
Was
fingers on
it?
that
Big
one.
Tony.
Yeah, Tony's a good guy,
Yeah.
man.
And then Travis McIntyre of Source Point Press is like, I think you can write a comic. I said, I don't write comics.
And Tony,
I don't think panel by panel is not what I
That's just
do.
fun.
So I was dragged into all of this kicking and screaming.
oh God, leave me
And now
alone.
you're loving it.
It was
Loving it
Define
American
loving
style.
it.
Oh no, sorry.
The answer is yes.
I do. It's rewarding. It is.
It is. It's,
Sorry for the
So-
retching.
it's really great to
Enough of the sincerity.
be involved in every
Okay,
way.
so tell us now all the reasons why you hate your brother.
Let's get to the real juicy stuff.
Do we have enough time?
All right, so we'll be there. You're going to be there. Are you, new products? Some of those comic books are going to be there. Obviously, the anthology. Anything new going to be there that you didn't show us tonight?
Nora 3 should be there.
Oh, another one of your sex books.
Yes.
Are there sex scenes in your books? Are they
Frequent
dirty?
and
Are they
often.
dirty books?
Anal.
If you sell your books in
Nora-
Japan, do they all smell like women's lady bits?
Jerry.
Like panties, like when they pour the can of
Yes.
tuna on the panties and put them in a vending machine.
Yes.
Are you saying that you
That
put
would be
your
a very-
tuna
that would
on
probably
your
sell.
books?
This show really took a turn, didn't it?
It did.
It
Well, I
took a
had to
turn.
Answer that
something
question.
negative because
Cosmic,
just,
Well,
That
if
is
you
your
are
real
into
name.
Syrian gang rape, then you will love issue 4 of Nora.
Well, who isn't? I mean,
incredible.
boy, that got dark.
Yeah.
It's
I mean,
It's
beyond
a
the
dark
normal,
story,
like
you know?
absence
blacks
of
on
light.
blondes
I know,
or
right?
like
I mean,
bukkake video.
You know,
No, this
good
is
old
bad.
fashioned
Like,
USA porn.
is
This
your
is I
mom
will slit
a
your
man?
throat at sunset kind of shit.
Wow,
It's
Casey,
heavy.
You
She
got
sounds like a bad
dark.
bitch.
Chicks with dicks.
So, in other words, he wasn't that far off base when he suggested that maybe you are putting your lady bits on these books to sell
I didn't
them.
say
That's
her.
nice.
Freaks. What kind of freaks buy your
It might
stuff?
be
Make
fish and hot sauce.
Would you
technique.
describe your fans as
Tabasco
some
and
sort of
fish.
freaks?
Well, here's the thing. You know, the first issue of Nora, we kind of branded ourselves with a pink cover, a strong female lead. Great. So a lot of women were mailing us saying, hey, you know, my daughter bought Nora on and I'm like, how old is your daughter? Because she can't read anymore.
Yeah,
I'm sorry. I wasn't there.
it's-
I wasn't there. And I always feel it a social obligation to say, listen, this gets pretty dark later on in the series. I just want to advise you, you know, this is not my kid.
It's
But
big
if it was,
with
I'd say no.
LGBT,
Mature.
Mature audiences only.
There's going to be a lot of butt stuff. is what you're saying.
NRBQ,
A lot of butt stuff, some stuff with feet. What's,
PUYF,
you know,
Sure.
the
Whatever you want, John. Really.
ZZZ.
are the furries in it? You got some
Yep,
furries?
yep.
I don't know. What kind of...
Whatever will sell you, I'll say yep.
Yep. that
Ah,
sounds
she
great.
isn't
There you
show
go.
Oh my God! So
Make it rain.
you know, David Hayes, who's an indie actor, he writes a comic called The Rot, which The Rot and Nora exist in the same universe. Anyway, so we were in New York, and he said, you know, I sold a 3 for $10. You know, sorry, I was slapping my knee like a hillbilly. I sold Nora, you know, 2 with a Rot 1 and 2, and he's like, don't you need Nora 1? And he walked away, and I go, I don't care. And he goes, oh, finally you've been calloused by the industry. You just wanted to make a sale. I'm like, but he can order it online. And I told him that.
Journey to the dark side is complete.
Yep, that's basically what he said. He's like, oh, you have been calloused.
Pick up your father's lightsaber and take your place by my side.
Do what must be done. Every Jedi is now enemy.
SourcePointPress.com is where you can find Nora 1 and 2. Pieces of Madness. There's only 500 of the hardcovers.
And
They are individually numbered.
hard
My brother
tuna stuff.
gets a hardcover. John gets a softcover. Unless you want a hardcover.
But I'm old.
I'm better.
Oh, what
This, I believe this.
You're gonna
this
die.
John can only
What do
get a
you want
soft
with
cover
it?
anymore.
Oh, look at
It
that.
comes with a slipcase too, and they're individually numbered.
Viagra's did not work.
Oh, that's pretty cool,
He
man.
sleeps in
Yeah, actually,
tents.
yours is over there. It's number 47.
I get it.
Throw it in the trash.
That is a beautiful book.
It is. You know, we
Very
sold.
high quality.
It's $30, and people did not balk at the price.
You know, we
Very
manufacture
high
those, though, by the way.
Ah, thanks.
Looks good.
On
Lieutenant,
coffee
look at those
tables
post
across the
raffles
United
fire.
States. That's my goal.
Case this 10
looks
millimeter
very
exploding tip.
It does.
it
Manga's
looks
a
like
huge
armor.
seller. I wish I could write manga.
Well, look where your team is. They're right under the primary heat.
It's very big the rest of the world.
Oh yeah, manga sells like crazy.
And very big. It's getting huge here.
So?
Huge.
Oh yeah, yeah. Look at Unicorn.
So if they fire their weapons, won't they rupture the
Are we
heat
having two
core?
separate
All right, no.
conversations?
Okay, so wait a minute. Now,
They're disregarding
honestly,
it.
who is your stuff aimed at right now? If it ain't aimed at little kids anymore, who is it aimed at?
Oh,
Even littler kids.
I try not
The
to.
3-year-olds.
See, if I set out to aim at someone, I will give somebody something manufactured.
Who do you think is going to buy it?
17 and over.
Okay, well, that's everybody.
Confused teens.
Yeah.
Confused teens.
Yeah, sometimes.
Troubled teens.
Runaways.
Sometimes.
So you're like,
Well, I'm
Depends
pretty
on if it's
sure
late in the
that,
day.
you're like a
Rescuers Down
millennial
Under
Judy Blume.
isn't
shit.
aimed
Hot
towards him.
Runaways.
I love
That's his
that
favorite
movie.
movie.
16.
John Candy's in that.
Which one? Uncle Buck?
Rescuers down. Uncle
Runaways.
Towards your
Close.
demographic.
Rescuers down under.
Wait a minute. I did a segment on Rescuers
That's what
Down
I'm saying.
Under.
It's not really
That's a great
aimed towards
movie.
him.
I did a segment on that.
all right.
Anybody that likes something,
All
it's
right,
aimed
well,
towards.
all right, we're
So-
going to get into some other parts of the show. Is there anything else you want to say before we go to the break?
You can find me at CosmicKasey.com, both with K's, Facebook.com/CosmicKasey. My
you
Twitter
just
handle
ask her name.
is at Cosmic Kasey. And of course, I am on Instagram at KCD Writes, not as in women's lib, but as in physical writing.
What the fuck is Instagram?
I don't know. This has something to do with the
Just
internet.
look in the mirror and say
It's
her
where you
name 3
insta-shit
times and she'll
grams.
show up.
Can you summon demons?
Wizard. Yes, we know about your stories, Jeremy. They're freaky and scary.
I don't know if it's real.
Legend has it that I
Okay, so,
so check it out, man.
yeah, you, all right.
Yeah, well,
Go ahead.
So the other day I was in the yard, right, doing some yard work because that's what you do in
Yard
yards.
work.
Whatever you might think of it. Yeah. So,
Okay.
but anyways, I was building a makeshift thing out of I had some scrap lumber in the back, and
build.
I dropped a couple nails. So I went to get them. They're hard to get out of the grass, and I had a thought. I thought, wow. What if I was under duress and had to find these nails really quickly? And I thought, well, what if I was in a house and there were zombies? How fast can I zombie-proof a house? And more to the point, is it typical to have a house full of treated lumber and 10-penny nails?
Right.
I mean, seemingly in all these zombie movies, boy, it sure seems like there's a Junior Lowe's inside.
All right, well, we'll get to that. But so, did you do the calculation of how long it would take to zombify your house?
I thought about it. It would take
Jeanette was
me.
pissed.
Well,
It was a long time, wasn't it? Because
She was-
nobody has the wood.
Right.
Yeah, it's
That's
hard
the bottom
to do.
line. If
Like
you don't
had
have
to
wood
think,
just laying
nope.
around, you'd have to go into your walls. Well, most people have chalk walls.
Yeah, they're
Yep.
not going to
You know,
stop.
you'd have to
shit,
go
right?
up into.
There's no way you're.
So first thought was take the doors off the walls, take the doors off the hinges, bar them across the windows.
Yep.
Now, unfortunately, I have huge windows, so it's like, wow, that's real vulnerability. So I've decided to invest in brick and mortar, just in case. Although it'd be hard to really fast brick and mortar something under duress.
But see, that's what
Yeah,
we
under
talked
duress is the key thing.
about a little about that in the pre-show. Depends on how fast it happens, how many of them there are around you, if you can ever expect there to be a gap in the zombies. In other words,
You'd eventually
sometimes-
have to leave.
Yeah, sometimes you're hit by 100, but on other days there's only 2 or 3 in the field.
It's a light flow.
It's this light zombie flow day.
Ever have a heavy zombie day?
Then you need Z-Max, the heavy tampon for when you're being chased by the undead. Yes, walkers love the taste of blood, and your heavy flow month isn't helping the colony survive.
With 3
Before
ply.
they cave in your head like a fucking rotten egg, you better get Z-Max, the tampon for the end times.
It makes
One that
sense
cares.
because period blood is coagulated, so it is like it's dead blood.
So you're saying you could use period blood to hide from zombies?
Yes. Oh my God. Yes.
How you like that one, huh?
See, the
we're
Walking
onto
Dead
something.
should have hired us.
So hopefully someone's
Hey.
dragging.
You can keep that one.
Yeah,
That's right.
that one's free. Holy shit.
Hey, Jane, you walk that way and lead them all away. Christ, you're bleeding like a fucking stuck pig.
Who's
Yeah.
on the cycle?
But I think it might lead them to you as well, though. So it's
Why
It's a decoy
though?
mechanism. You're one of them now.
yeah. Well, it could just
yeah.
because it's still fresh enough that their nostrils or whatever can smell it.
So you need old tampons. Is what
Yeah,
you're
like a
saying.
week old tampon.
Would your tampon rise from the dead?
Hit the
The
dumpster.
tampon vampire.
So basically, zompons.
Zompons.
So we're saying zompons here?
Eat out a bitch. shit up.
Zompons,
You with
yeah.
your zompon.
It sounds French.
Never seen a condom?
Would you like
Zompons.
some zompons?
Yes.
Eat out my butt. Don't leave a crumb.
Have yourself some zompons.
Got milk?
Yeah. So anyways, since this
Spice
conversation, I mean, literally
shit.
crashed and burned. But I thought about it, like, from a timing perspective, like,
You would not be able to do it very quickly, and you would
No.
never. You would not have full coverage.
And here's a good question. That's us talking about it.
Right.
Think about the typical person with their relative carpentry skills. Your everyday carpentry skills. How familiar are you? I mean, literally,
You'd
with
have to
a
have
hammer
first of
and
all,
nails.
To do this, you'd have to have at least one strong man or strong woman in the house. At least
And-
one.
and
a woman
and
could
a
probably
hammer.
do most of it, but you better be strong.
What if you have a good air compressor and some set of nail guns?
Well,
don't
Jesus
have
Christ,
wood, who
man! Why don't?
cares?
What if it happens while you're at a Lowe's?
What if you have a chainsaw?
I mean,
I hope it happens
You
while I'm
cut
at
your-
Lowe's.
Yeah, but
cut
you're talking
your-
about ways of combating them. This is a way
No,
of
in
defense.
chainsaw, you cut your stud.
But you cut the inside of the house.
Fuck yeah.
Yeah, but
You'd have to.
Damn, how much
But
time
that-
do you have?
But that would not happen.
How much time do you
No,
have?
it's easy. Chainsaw cuts through.
Yeah, but if you cut a load-bearing wall, you're going
don't
to
have
bring
to
that
cover your
beam
entire
down.
window.
No,
No,
no.
you
What
only have
he
to
is
cut.
suggesting here is a solution. That's actually not bad.
You
Yeah,
only have to cover
that's
your
actually
bottom
a
2
great
feet,
idea.
3 feet of the window.
Yeah, you
So
just
you-
have to get into your kitchen floor and carve out fucking.
No,
four
you
You
pieces.
take the joists out.
You would, yeah, the
yeah.
You
joists.
take whatever you had
You
to
would-
out.
you would
Even
go-
if your house
Get the
became,
flow.
If
even
you're
if
in a
your
ranch-
first floor became totally absent, if
In
you
a ranch,
put your
The,
floor
the other part
out
of
the
that,
window.
though,
In a
well,
ranch,
wait a
you can
second.
cut every
or your
other
ceiling or
2 by
whatever.
10
you
that,
do it.
that takes the time component out.
But
Because there's
every
no
other
fucking
2
way
by
to do
10.
that fast.
No, but what he's saying that the fastest way to do it
Every
sorry,
other
would
2 by
be-
10 chainsaw won't.
Yeah.
It takes not even 30
Yeah,
seconds to cut one out.
If you knew where
then
your
bang,
major
bang.
beams were that you could
Oh,
not cut,
bro.
with a chainsaw, you
Trust
actually
me.
could blow through it pretty quick. Or
I
get rid
used-
of-
So
I
should we?
started
But that's a
demolition at 12 years old.
Should we do a segment then
But
on
that would be-
proper zombie carpentry etiquette? I mean, I'm talking about the average person who probably doesn't have a chainsaw.
Right, I was gonna say how many people
No,
in
you
America
have-
have a chainsaw?
But wait a second,
you
but
would
there's
have to have
another-
a very large, very sharp, very badass gas-operated chainsaw.
There's
to do
another
what he
dependency
suggests.
here. The other dependency
Well, if you
is.
have,
But
if
it
you
is-
have
well,
a
the
half
other-
acre of grass, I mean...
Well, that's what I'm saying. The
you
other
gotta have a
dependency
chainsaw,
that you're
don't
leading
you?
right into it. The other dependency is where do you live?
Well, that's the.
Yeah.
I mean, that's do you live in
demographic
an
is a huge
apartment?
thing, yeah.
I mean, what about fortifying? Now, the nice thing about fortifying an apartment is you only basically got one thing to fortify. You got to fortify the front door
Right.
because they typically apartments don't have multiple entrances except the window.
Then you go and
if
steal
you're on
the
the
neighbor's
second
car
floor-
and park it in front
See,
of
I
the
might go
fucking
the
door.
other way than you guys. I might open up everything, make it look like it's not me. I might even encourage walkers to come in. I would just make sure that they could not get in the basement and that we lived in a way that we understood that we could not make noise most of the time. We just have to be cool, like you're in an atom bomb. Like we can't go outside for the next 90 days. It doesn't matter what. Even if we're about
Yeah.
to starve, we have to stay in here every day. We stay in here makes us one day past ground
Past
zero.
whatever this is, right?
And so, under that theory, that way human beings don't want to come in your house because you'd still be facing a lot of danger from rogue humans. Walking Dead got that right for the first couple of seasons. Then, oh, everyone's a cannibal. No one will
Yes.
be a fucking cannibal.
It's
Come on, give me a
pretty
goddamn
easy to
break.
at some point,
It's pretty
we'd be happy
easy
to see
take an
people.
SUV,
Yeah.
Right.
Park in front of your window and flatten the tire.
But my theory is you have to survive. Every hour is like magic.
yeah, the
and
first
so,
72 to
like
72
when you're
hours
saying
is
get up on
important.
a roof, if you're up on a roof, sandbags and shit, sniping zombies, every zombie in the goddamn world is eventually going to end up in your
Well,
front
you don't
door.
have to snipe
You will
them
never
if you're
have.
up there. You have to outwait that for 72 hours to 10 days.
I'm just
But they're
saying.
going to
Right.
see you.
That's-
I'm just saying if the zombies don't even look at your house like it's anything, if humans don't look at your house if it's anything, like I'd put a bunch of graves if I could, fake graves even in front of the house. I'd put fucking biohazards and shit. I mean, I would make it look like the
you
government.
basically socially
I don't know.
camouflage.
Yeah,
your
I
house.
would
go
keep trying to
the home
camouflage.
invasion survival technique.
Because
myself.
with a can of spray paint or two and a shovel, you can make your house look like it has been devastated. When in fact, structurally, it's just fine. You know.
But wait a minute. But as part of this, though, the caveat you're
So
using,
hiding is-
the
I guess-
caveat you're using here is the basement.
Yes, you
Because
have to have
without
a basement,
the basement,
or a sweet
this
attic.
doesn't work.
A sweet attic or better.
right? So you're
second
camouflaging
level
the
of
house,
some
but
kind.
also hiding within it.
Or a bolt hole that
hide
takes
in
you
the
to a
basement,
secondary structure.
What happens when the plumbing backs up?
Well, you have
Die of hideous sickness.
Well,
in
you,
3
well yeah,
days.
you're
No,
trapped
no,
like
no,
rats
you're
underground is what it is.
no, but that's part of the
When
idea,
sewer
part of the
backs
plan.
up, city sanitation will go bad.
That
in
is
less
why
than
you
week,
have a
and you
stop
die.
valve.
Right, right.
Check
You
it
get
out, yeah.
hepatocephalytis, and you're.
It's actually not that
Right.
hard. It's not that hard to stop a sewer coming in your house. You just will not have sewer anymore. Well, that's why you have garbage bags. You have kitty litter. There's all means by which you can survive 90 days in your basement.
So
you might be uncomfortable.
90 days.
90 days
The
with some,
groundwater
but you could
comes through
easily
your
stack
foundation.
enough water and food and places to go potty and even dishes.
Well, no, I'm not talking
for
about
90
your
days.
potty. I'm talking about, backing up.
No, I'm
sewer
talking about,
from-
you just
Well,
have a shut off valve.
You're already talking as if you've been prepped for this for 90 days.
Oh, well.
He's prepped for it to happen.
Well,
now.
I mean, the average person is prepped for 90 days of this shit.
Oh, no, the average person isn't prepared for 9
Well,
days.
there you go.
10
No, but
days
that's what I'm saying. That is the solution. It is a solution if you are realistically thinking about a world without law scenarios, hiding. And you hide real good and you hide deep and you just have enough shit to wait it fucking out. That is not horrible.
Let's introduce.
How'd that
Yeah,
work
but
out
that-
for Anne Frank?
I'm not saying it's a perfect idea.
Wow, that just
It's
that's,
too soon.
It's
I don't mean that in jest either. I mean
No,
that for real.
I understand.
No,
Yeah.
but-
Actually, I
To
took
tell
it.
my
No, but
stepfather
here's
escaped
the-
from
here's the
Albania
counter-
when Yugoslavia came to murder his
Here's
family.
the counter-argument.
Hiding didn't work. They
If
had to escape.
all
if you stay and hide, you die.
If all the partisan resistance in Warsaw had been as armed as well as we are in America and as well equipped, the Nazis would have got stomped out of Warsaw. They would have taken 40 divisions to blow out that town.
That's
It already
true.
took 10.
Well, look at the invasion of Poland.
and that's with
I mean,
people who
they
had no
were
training
not
and
ready.
almost no armor.
They did not see that shit
I
coming.
guess it does depend on the situation. Clearly, if tanks are driving down the street, you're not going to shoot at them with a 22 long rifle.
I know, I
You're going to
wouldn't.
die. You got to hide.
Right.
But I'm not going to sit there and hide under grass and wait for hideous boils to kill
It's
my
another
ass.
conversation.
Yeah, but-
that just, literally ran
But
from the
see,
room.
you have two choices, realistically. You either stay where you are or you
Or you
punch
beat
out.
out.
I am the opinion that trying to punch out is one of the dumbest fucking things anyone can.
Yeah.
Because you're going
Oh,
to
yeah.
places where you
It's your
don't know the
initial
terrain.
time.
As
Yeah, I
soon as
wouldn't
you're
leave
out of
either.
your town or out of your county, you realistically have no
It's-
fucking
it's
idea
like
where
the
you
end
are.
of the
My wife
myth.
and I had
That's
this
why you have
conversation.
to
That's
have your
exactly
bug out
what
location.
would happen is the end of the
We're
myth.
under attack.
Your bug out location, you have to think about them, and you have to have two.
Well,
areas
and you
that
got
No,
to get
this is
to
my-
it, and it's got to be
This is my
already-
bug out location in this fucking
Yes,
place where they'll throw
right.
dirt on me, but they're going to have to fucking kill me to get
Yeah,
me
right
out
where
of
you're
here.
at.
Right.
Yeah, you know the terrain.
Unless
you know the
it's
area.
alien invasion and they are destroying. I mean, but no, I'll
But
take my
even with
chances.
that, I mean,
With zombies, yeah, I'll take my chances. I'll dig in, just see what happens.
all right. So
You might
there
as well because you
go.
got no other choice.
Especially if you have kids. I have kids. I mean, there's
Right.
no goddamn way I'm
Yeah,
taking them
traveling
on a
with kids like
500-mile
that,
march through a destroyed city. There's no goddamn way. I mean, just no way. We'll die here.
And that answers
that's the plan,
that
though.
question.
That's okay. You have your.
Yeah, I'm
your
just
plan.
being
That's
real.
okay.
Also, how many people do you think always travel around with full gas tank? I do because I don't ever like being stressed out about not having enough gas. I ran out of gas so many times when I was growing up, as a teenager in my 20s.
And
I'm very,
Carson,
very happy. Yeah, well, by gas, I mean, hey, asshole.
You know,
feed the horse and all the
society's
sword.
9 meals
Get it
away
right,
from
son.
from falling apart. So
Every time
Shit,
I go to the
I'm
store, I
9
try to
meals
buy
away
as
from
much toilet
falling
paper as I can because why? That's the first thing they ran out of in
and I got a
Venezuela.
50%
Plus
chance
toilet
of one of my
paper.
Yeah,
neighbors.
toilet.
It's
Food
life
tasting
is
good.
cheap, man, but toilet paper's
We only got 2 ply, time to cry.
Two-ply, I ain't made out
I
of
ain't
money.
using fucking leave.
Welcome back. Back from that same old place where you started from.
on makeup.
It's time to light the lights.
Welcome back.
Get things started.
Welcome
show tonight.
back.
Why
Welcome
do we
back.
always come
Welcome
here?
back.
I guess we'll never know.
It's like a kind of
Are you
torture.
fucking singing
You
some
have to
sort of
watch
child
out.
show?
I don't really get things started.
I know we get things
Get
started.
started.
It's time to get things started on the most
sensational,
sensational,
inspirational,
Celebrational,
Muppetational, this is what they call the Muppet Show!
I wish I had 4 hands so I could give that song 4 thumbs down.
Damn,
Boom!
come on.
This is show Charlie Buffy. I tell this. All right, so
Bob Hope was on that show.
Okay, so Q&A.
yeah, here we go.
All right, so we have someone finally with some sex appeal on the show. So,
Thank you.
You know my nipples are sexy.
Jesus,
Jeremy, no assless
I
chaps.
didn't know you cared.
Or pig, no one cares about you. No one. Okay, so back to the person I was talking about. Stupid ass. Casey. What's your favorite movie?
My favorite movie? Exorcist.
Ooh, your favorite movie.
I could do a one-woman show, and it would be hilarious.
Can you help
As
little
the
altar boy,
Exorcist.
father?
That is your favorite movie.
This is my house, and I'm not going no place. Stay me. Yes.
Debbie,
why?
I'm afraid.
Why you do this to me?
Why you do this? You're not my mother!
All right, so are you a true aficionado of the film? Like, do you know like who shot it and directed it and all that other kind of heavy or shit? Or you just like
No.
it? She has no idea.
Actually, she probably does.
Well, who directed it? Can you,
You know, I can't name it off the top of my head. What the fuck is wrong
Billy
with me?
Friedkin, that's okay.
Yes.
William.
You know what's great about the film is all
William.
all the Easter eggs that you find is like, you know, when she's playing with Captain Howdy, of course, the line
all in a
in
play,
which
didn't
the
you?
wardrobe drawings in the background, or
Oh, yeah,
she
the
answers
creepy
the
little
phone in the middle of the
drawings,
night, you know, the Reagan and prayer kind of thing.
Who's the artist? Your daughter?
yeah,
Right.
the great cast in that film.
Great scene that we always talk about
Answer the question, Father Paranoia.
is when
Yeah,
he finally
nails it. That was good.
when the mom finally realizes that Reagan threw him out of the window.
Yeah, because
That one moment.
Lieutenant Kinnaman says to her,
She's about to serve the tea. Yeah.
he says to her, no. My thought, my belief is that he was killed by a powerful man and then thrown from your daughter's window.
Yeah, whipped out.
And when she realized that it was him,
Oh, she starts shaking the cups a little bit. Yeah.
that moment of silence, that like right there.
If she didn't get the Oscar for that, she should have got the Oscar
That
for that.
no, she didn't. But that was this film's a work of art. It really
Oh,
is. I
so
don't
you-
see it as a horror.
I lied,
don't see it
it's
as any
for me.
genre.
Oh, well, no. Well, wait a minute now.
Whoa,
Just admit
Whoa.
it. That your favorite movie of all time is a horror movie because it is a fucking horror. Most people say it's the scariest movie of all time. That has to be part of why you like it.
No. Honestly, I'm a chicken shit, and I will admit that straight. I
Did
don't
it
like
make you
horror
go
movies.
pee-pee when you saw it?
No,
A little bit?
no. This
Little
was
sphincter?
just so much different to me. Listen,
I blew out an O-ring, so sorry.
you'd have to know our grandmother. She's fire and brimstone Pentecostal. So growing up in a Bible-centric home, it changes what you are scared of.
The Bible.
At the same time, it's like it's the ultimate battle of good versus evil. And in the end, I mean, it's arguable, but good wins.
I was an altar boy for the money.
You know, he sacrifices
Drank
himself.
the wine.
And the sex.
I got paid for funerals.
Unfortunately, this is true.
Right.
one
Religion
of
and
them
horror
things,
go so well together, and no other film set the tone for possession films other than The
Yeah, but
Exorcist.
that's fine. It's a 5-star film. There's no doubt about it. But
Right.
so is The Right Stuff. So is I don't know, Planet of the Apes.
You mean
Right, no,
So is Gone with the Wind. So is Raging Bull. So why is it that?
Genre.
Why is that particular film your favorite? And I would say it's because it's the best. It's also horrific. The horror aspect is what.
Yeah, it speaks to what I was brought up believing. You know what I mean? Like that there is a constant battle between good versus evil, and it's real. It's real.
So
it's
the
in your
religious
face.
aspect of the film actually resonates with you.
Yes, absolutely.
And I think that is true of the people then. I think that was a big part of it, and I think that's why it is powerful, particularly to people who
Powerful is a
who are
very,
Christian.
very good advocate.
If you're a Christian, now
yes.
maybe if you're a Shintoist or a Muslim, I don't know, maybe it's not quite as scary. I think it would still be scary in the way that I've seen other horror movies from other religions, and they're still scary. But
It still equates.
Yeah, it does.
What's the
It
way
does.
that Japanese horror is scary to us, but it's not as scary to us as it is to
There's
them.
still
I bet because
connection
it's
between the paranormal, no matter what paranormal there is.
yeah, but the
Right.
way
and
that
it's all
similar
it
connections,
all
yeah.
goes back to religion. It all goes back to faith.
Your mother's in here with us, Karen.
Scary shit is
Would you
scary
like to leave a
shit.
message?
I'll see that.
Oh, so what's your favorite movie, Warbeck?
That's a very difficult question.
Strange brew.
We can ask him anytime.
Bob and Doug McKenzie and fucking Max von Sydow, dude.
Yep.
Oh yeah,
My
man.
favorite movie is Strange Brew.
And
course
Mel
it
Blanc
is.
does the voice of their father in it. And the boy's got chops. What? Hey man,
That's a good movie.
Somebody horked their clothes, eh?
Scanners 2 is my favorite.
Electric Boogaloo. Scanners 2, Electric Boogaloo.
so-
You know, it used to be Aliens.
Well,
This-
that's Jeremy's favorite.
It's the most quotable movie of all time.
That's
You cannot
the best,
quote
yes.
Aliens. You are not cool.
Have you ever been mistaken for a
You gotta
man?
put Star
No,
Wars
have
at
you?
the top, but then
It's too bad.
aliens.
Slap.
Yeah, he said aliens.
So
And illegal aliens.
She signed up.
There's some juicy colonist daughters we gotta rescue from them.
It's a bug hunt. Summer. Any comic
Shit,
books?
everything is fucking bombing. Let's
Because it
see.
sucks a giant.
Planet of the Apes, the new movie. I'm looking
When
forward to
does
seeing
that
it.
come out? Today?
No, that comes
It comes out
out.
pretty
I
soon.
believe it's July
Next-
14th.
Yes.
So 2 weeks from
That's a
today.
tear
Yes.
jerker.
And actually, it's
I'm gonna cry like a girl.
getting rave reviews. And
I'm gonna cry like a
Jeremy's all
bitch.
like, those damn apes are so
it's supposed to be
real.
pretty hardcore.
I cried like a girl when he couldn't go home with James Franco. I cried for like 20 minutes
I
straight.
laughed my ass off, just like when
I
E.T.
couldn't help
died.
myself.
You would laugh your ass off at an abortion. You would sit outside
He's
a plane.
great.
I would too.
Ah, you
but-
fucking whore!
But Billy, there's a funny part.
I watched that show
Where do you see?
with the dog
You'll
and
think so
Richard Gere,
yourself.
Hachiko, and I cried for like 45 minutes straight. Fucking Blair Witch style, snot coming out my face. I in the bed with her.
There's
She
a
sleeps
bubble
like,
gum.
Hachiko, no!
Wait,
Oh my
what
God.
movie is making you?
Hachiko.
Excuse me? That sounds like a Mexican
I
dish.
can't deal with the dead animals, man.
Can
It's
I
too
have,
sad.
can I
What
have
the fuck
3
is
Hachigos, please?
Hachiko? It's
to
based
go.
after a real dog in
Is this a real
Japan.
thing?
I don't know.
Hachiko?
Hachiko.
I really want to
watch
switch
the
seats.
Watch the movie.
Duh.
How can we? What
Is it a movie? I don't
Yes,
know.
it's a movie.
Is it
I'm
aimed at
Richard
children?
Gere. He's a
Literally
professor.
terrified. I can't. I'm
And
paralyzed with fear.
he finds his dog, and the dog loves him and follows him every day.
Wait, is this a Richard Gere in
Yes,
a dog
dude.
movie?
Noted.
I swear to God, dude, Hachiko. I cried for 45
Richard
minutes
Gere?
straight, snot blowing out my face like a girl.
Hachiko.
Literally convulsive
All right,
crying.
you sit here. No,
Crying
you sit
terrible,
here.
man.
No, come
Was this
on.
on Lifetime?
Cut me
No.
loose, damn it! Cut me
It's
loose.
based on a real story. A Japanese professor at Tokyo University
Okay.
would go home on the train every
Okay.
day. They have a statue of this dog in this town right now.
Really? I'm gonna look this film up
For like
while
3
you-
or 4 years after the professor
I
died,
know
the
you men are
dog
tired.
the dog went to the same spot every day and cried and waited for the professor.
Yeah, because in Futurama, that's where they took it from.
That's
I know
right.
exactly what.
It's
I know
from
exactly what you're talking
Hachiko.
about. Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
I swear to God, it's a real story.
I love Ridley Scott.
What I'm noticing is that these two agree on.
If
actually,
Ridley
like
Scott made that,
7
I
out
would-
of 10
I'd
things.
forgive him.
But I think they're still over for me. I don't know.
You're old. You're
I swear, if you can watch the
All
movie
right.
Hachiko, the Japanese
Besides
just
the,
as sad.
the movie
watch
that
it,
will-
and if you can watch it and not cry,
Right.
You are made of stone.
Sociopath.
If for some reason you
then
don't
I'll
want
meet
to
you one
watch
night with the pillow on your face.
a movie that will make you blow giant snot bubbles because you are weeping like a child, this 4th of
Hey,
July weekend.
I cried at
What
the Matthew
are you
Broderick
looking for? Oh,
Godzilla,
the
though,
Planet
at the
Apes
end.
movie. Okay, Planet
Yeah,
Apes.
yeah.
That made me
And
sad.
that's the guy that's on
Thanks, man.
Hachiko. What
The
about you?
inevitable swimming
Anybody-
uprise. It's happening.
Hey, no, I'm gonna stop you. There was.
That's coming
today,
up.
absolutely. The Rick and Morty season 3 preview dropped today.
Oh, did it?
Oh yeah, dude, and I want to see it.
Are you going to hurl on us?
Found a pipe.
Right? Yeah, you can.
Technical
Hi.
difficulties.
Do you need some tobacco for it?
Smoke. I'll get
No,
you some smoke.
Yeah. You just want to look cool? That's actually a very
Yeah.
good
I want to look like I know what I'm talking
I
about.
wasn't looking at his neck, man. But yeah, Rick and Morty season 3 reboot looks fucking awesome.
Rick and Morty.
What are you looking at, man?
Get swifty.
Oh, nothing. I wasn't looking.
Take a shit on the floor.
Well, right here in front of Jeremy, he might weep like a child. Okay,
Indeed,
so
sir.
I will
Ain't
tell
no
you.
animal dying. I don't give a shit.
You
All
should
right, so
get
Rick and
off
Morty-
the floor
I-
because
I-
I'm going to shit
What
on
do you
A
got?
butterfly to
I
skin
got
off a 3-year-old.
I have.
Not yours. You're my friend.
Jeremy.
So real.
spoke.
But if someone bullies your 3-year-old at school, you tell me, and I'll get that motherfucker.
Fucking get him.
Clearly, I remember.
He's off his meds.
Picking
I'm
on the
sorry.
I'm
board.
not on my meds. This is
Seem
heavy.
harmless, little
Good.
All right.
I got
What
the right
I would
shirt.
say,
Jeremy smoking crack today.
Jeremy, you're not actually smoking crack, right?
No.
Oh, we unleashed
I
the
wish.
lion.
Yeah. Okay, so
Hey,
I'm gonna
animals,
say-
animals don't have a voice to protect themselves.
Poor thing.
Fuck, he got deep as fuck.
well, that's like
Social justice warrior, sons of bitches.
Oh God, no! No! Stop that! You stop that right now! That's terrible. You'll have none of that on my show, sir.
Quiet, you.
All right, that's
I have a
enough.
pipe so I can point at you.
Enough out of you.
do you got?
I'm going to give my suggestion, if I might.
Or
Fuck King Kong.
Is The Mist. That I don't know what network it's on. FX or
You mean the new one? The reimagined?
The Mist
You did
is
the
fun.
other-
It's a
Really?
fun show. Yeah.
All right, I'll
it's
check
a
it out.
stupid. It's like a horrible primetime soap opera, and then super crazy over the top bug gore on
Nice.
top of it. So,
Yes!
Yeah. So for the
I'll
gore,
check it
like
out.
someone's walking around, their necks all tore out, bugs are just. I mean, it's
Oh,
pretty
sweet.
heavy duty.
Okay,
Yeah,
all
man.
right, I'll go
And
with
there's
that.
a couple. There's at least two good
You know, the
actors in the show.
Thomas Jane movie wasn't too bad.
Oh, that-
I love
that's
Thomas
a very-
Jane. Can we talk
the
about Thomas
ending
Jane?
is a fucking bummer, but
All right, so you're looking forward to the next Thomas Jane joint.
Yeah.
What do you
Can we
got?
talk about Glow though coming to Netflix? Gorgeous Ladies of Wrestling.
Yeah, but
yes.
I actually remember watching that shit, so I don't
Oh
need
my
to see
god! But that
Watch
show
the
is.
shit out of it.
I've heard so many good things about it. I have not watched it. I'm going to though. That's another one I'm looking forward
So
to.
you watch TV?
I watch Netflix. We got rid of our cable.
Well, that is TV, though.
Yeah.
I mean, technically,
We watch The Office.
You don't watch-
We're that far behind.
Oh, no, my kids still watch The Office. They watch The Office all the time.
I
They
love
watch
that show.
Park and Rec, Community. No.
Park and Rec was good. We tried to like. I don't know. My boyfriend couldn't get into it, but
What, in Community? Or?
oh no, Parks and Rec. Community's great. Let's talk about Donald Glover.
Yes.
I was really hoping for him to be the next Spider-Man.
Yeah, he's too old, though. He's 35 at least. That's way. I mean, you're an old
Yeah,
man
but-
at 40 if you try and play Spider-Man. Look at Tobey Maguire.
I love
He's just got
Childish
too
Gambino.
old, man. The
And-
kid now, I think, is still a kid.
Like now they cast
The kid is good.
in,
Whoever
like,
plays him.
He's great. He's an excellent
He's
rapper.
5, and they
Excellent
they gave
rapper.
him
I agree with you if they had cast him before they cast him in Community.
What if
Yeah,
Malcolm-
10 years
what if they
ago.
cast
Yeah, but
Malcolm
not now.
Jamal
He's just too
Warner?
old.
I
think
see
that
your
would be-
point. Yeah.
So, I mean, you do have to actually be able to move around at least a little
Childish
bit.
Gambino.
Yeah,
You should
I
have
mean-
remained childish.
It's
All right,
not
so,
like he's doing anything
so
else
I
right now.
missed you anything with Thomas Jane or
I don't even remember.
The
what I
Mist was a
talking
fucking
about.
great movie.
Well, I was talking about
Rick and fucking
yeah,
Morty.
Rick and
Rick
fucking
and
Morty.
That's
season
All right, coming up
3.
next from the vault.
I got a soft spot for World War Z. I think
I
it
do
really
too.
tried.
I like that movie.
You know what it does,
I
though?
don't need that Angelina Jolie peace, love, human spirit shit at the end.
Wait a second,
Let's
though.
hurry up and end the film.
Hang on.
I hate that
Yeah,
shit.
you can't bring Angelina Jolie
Are you rolling
into
it?
it.
Sorry.
He can't help who
not
he's
mine.
married
It
to.
is.
It is what
He
it
did
is.
not have to bring
I
that
think
into
she's
the
already
film.
remarried, dude. That's
Yeah,
that far
but
down the
see,
line,
besides
man.
with World War
She
Z, though, yeah, I kind
I think
of...
so.
I don't know.
I'm not
You
sure.
know
What
what
these
World
people
War
do
Z
anymore.
does better than almost any film of its kind?
Nothing.
Scale. I mean,
Take us to
they
stakes.
they go scale on you, and that's pretty good. I mean, that's hard to do
World
with
War
zombie
Z
flick.
is
Yeah,
very good.
they go world on you.
Oh,
Well,
you
just
guys.
like we were
it's-
talking earlier, it depends on what kind of
I'm
location
talking
you're
like
in.
4.5 stars.
It
No,
goes from
it's very
basically
good.
a comedy book.
Yeah, you got to give that another shot,
World
dude.
War Z.
Yeah.
You just got to get it past whatever when
The
it came out.
end
and all
was
that.
just like, let's hurry up and end the film.
Well, it's a different ending because they couldn't do the Russia thing.
It
'cause
could have
was
been
expensive.
like you were saying. What was the film you were talking about? It was documentary stuff.
Yeah, but
Oh, that's my From the Vault bit. Yeah, I'll tell you. in a
no,
minute.
this is why you hate it, the end. Because we don't want it to be the end. We want there to be a World War Z 2. We don't want there to be a happy ending.
Which
in our
is
zombie
happening
No,
now.
I
World
want-
War Z.
No,
2
because
with,
most zombie movies
David
end on a
Fincher.
negative note.
And then
don't
you guys
they?
see the
Pretty
girl with all
much.
the gifts.
Negative.
No, I heard about it. That again,
It started good.
and then faded
And-
right out.
See, that's how I felt about World War Z.
Girl
No,
with
I
all the
think
gifts.
World
War Z started
Girl
strong.
with all the gifts had a good cast.
All right. So what is your
Glenn Close.
your pick this week?
good.
What is your From the Vault
shit,
pick?
I don't
Oh, I don't know. I just know I tried watching The Road and it was terrible. I'm trying to think of what I actually did watch this week.
Well,
That
I'll
was
tell
good.
you. I'll
So
give
you
you
go
my.
on.
Okay, so what did I watch this week? Well, the wife and I were flicking around, and Jeremy and I were talking earlier. That's a good question. What is your average time you spend flicking through the movies in Netflix but not actually watching anything?
I just can't do it, man. I don't even.
I
only
just
on Friday night.
can't, because now for me it's like it's weird because release
don't watch
dates
TV though, dude.
release dates are less than important anymore because it's like when did that come out? I don't know. It's
Who
on my
cares?
Netflix queue. It's 2002 through 2017. It came out somewhere in there. But anyway, but this week we chanced upon a movie called Savage Land. And it's from 2015, I think. Sorry if I don't fucking know. But anyway, like it matters.
He's stupid.
So, Savage Land. So, what is Savage Land? Savage Land is this documentary zombie movie. And they really wanted to stick close to making it a documentary, which they did a good job at. But it's sort of like...
Now, what do you mean documentary? Like,
it is
all right, sir, tell us about the time the zombies that took over the world.
Yeah,
That
exactly.
kind of shit?
It's basically they say, okay, you
Fair.
have an illegal immigrant, and he's accused of murdering all the people in this small town on the Mexico-Arizona border, and the only evidence that he's got are photographs that he happened to take during this, what is obviously a zombie attack. So... And as a documentary, yeah, it works. It's a little politically heavy-handed, I'm just going to tell you right now.
So that's the whole rest of the movie, though. It's just him showing pictures in the police station.
Well, partially because they talk to, like, people who believe it, people who don't believe it, and people who, like, recreate the scene for you. And the film that he shot was black and white photographs of the zombie attack.
The whole film is one previously implied statement.
Right. But it's almost like the movie is telling you about a great zombie movie, but you don't get to see it. And it's like, wow, imagine this as a zombie movie. Wouldn't this be great?
Well, how
Here's
much
a
was it
picture.
made for?
If I had to ballpark it, $200,000 maybe.
Yeah, see, that's too much for that.
I mean, I don't know.
Even
It's hard to
if-
tell. But then maybe they spent 50. I don't know.
If you had $200,000, you got to throw some blood on the screen, dude.
But yeah, it doesn't.
Right.
You
gotta find
don't
some
get to
goddamn
see
Some corn syrup and red
Yeah,
dye.
You don't get to see shit. And it's like, wow, I really wish we could watch the zombie movie they're explaining to us, because that would be great.
Right, yeah, give me the prequel.
But, and there it is.
Right.
So, Strange, Savage Land, definitely a different take. Credit for different take. I'll give it a very small 2 stars out of 5.
I got a zombie
Check
movie.
it
I
out.
guess this turned
Give
out
it
to
up,
be a
man. What do you got?
Big zombie episode, really.
Yeah, kind of
Is,
weird.
did you ever see Quarantine?
Yes!
The first one, yeah.
Yeah, well, there's
And a religious
2
aspect
first
there.
ones.
Yes, there is.
I think that there's a foreign one from Brazil.
REC.
REC, yeah.
Yep. And the second one
but that's
wasn't
the
One,
same.
bad.
2, 3 are all
Same
good.
series.
The fourth one, they
There's a
dropped
3 and
the
4.
ball
No, I saw
on
the second
coup-
one. I
on
saw the second
boat.
one.
No,
That's
the
pretty
second
good.
one's in the airport, right?
Well, the
No.
American.
No, okay.
Quarantine
All
Part
right,
2,
so-
American.
No, the second one was on the boat.
So which one are we talking about?
the
Which one are we talking about?
Hispanic one.
The
the
foreign
Quarantine
ones are way
series, I
better
guess.
than ours.
Right, yeah.
I enjoy the Quarantine series. From what I've seen, I
Yeah.
think I've seen 3
They're
of the
pretty good.
movies.
Yeah, very good.
REC, though, all theirs,
I'm
the
counting
foreign
that,
ones
though.
are way better.
Well, I'm counting those 2.
La Noche.
Well,
Yeah,
no,
the second one was on the boat,
Vivientes.
wasn't it?
The second Brazilian.
The fourth one. The fourth one.
That's the one that I saw then.
That's the fourth one. The
So, like,
first
REC
one,
had another film?
REC is the first one. Is all the the reporters.
I think they've had
first,
4.
what
I haven't seen all of that.
And that was good.
Really
Four,
good.
It was good.
In the American version, they took the religious devil rabies out of
El
it.
Diablo.
In our version,
All right, so
Devil
overseas
rabies.
it's devil rabies in their version.
Right.
that wasn't the one I was going to say, though. I mean, just
You were
Quarantine.
gonna say.
Quarantine's a fun zombie movie.
Really, yeah, it is good.
So what do you
It kind of
Carpenter.
gets old after a while after the POV, but
The
it's
gimmick.
good. I was going to say John Carpenter's Assault on Precinct 13, which is a little bit like what you're talking about, which is
76? 77?
Yeah, a little later than 76, I think.
Because
Right, it
it's
was
pre-Escape from New York.
It's pre-Halloween.
Oh, we're not talking about the
Yeah,
remake
you're
then?
right. It is pre-Halloween, isn't it? Yeah, it's got to be
so
76.
76, 77.
All right,
somewhere
we'll
in there.
check it. Anyway, yeah.
Assault on Precinct 13, what? What?
Not the remake with the...
Yeah,
Ethan Hawke.
There was a remake?
Yeah.
No,
Ethan Hawke?
There's a
never speak of it again.
Right.
Never
Oh, I'm
speak of it.
sorry.
remake.
Never.
I don't
He
know.
did not
Great
exist.
stuff.
Ethan Hawke did
About
not
that.
exist.
Anyways, the original 76 version, yes.
Where a small group of police officers and convicts are attacked by the Cholo.
Basically,
Super
big-
bad at
big
no, they're
gang.
called Cholos in the
with
movie.
silencers, man.
Yeah, and they
Bitches.
just lay waste to this police station.
In Detroit.
Just kind of going, no,
No, it's Los Angeles, bro.
it's in a place where this could actually probably happen.
Los Angeles.
Detroit, you just get stomped out.
Right.
Way in the
Right.
remake,
You just
it's in
would.
Detroit.
no offense to LA brethren, but
Because I was at that
yeah,
playing
yeah.
basketball.
But anyways,
it is actually a very
I spent a
believable
long
film,
time in
and
the park.
it comes up in this movie. How the hell do we defend
Yeah.
ourselves? They go upstairs and like, can't go do it's wide open upstairs. We're dead meat up there. Oh, can we go in the basement? Yes, there's a basement, but there's no way out. Oh, fuck! I mean, they have this very discussion, and they have it very rapidly because these waves of cholos are
firing into the house.
I keep thinking of the
Hey, Cholos.
translation. It's hilarious.
I don't know what the hell it is. I don't
It's
know.
waves of
Cholos, man.
Cholos.
Let's go see my cousin.
But it's essentially a zombie.
Waves of churros. I will sign up for that.
It's basically a zombie movie because actually most of these guys don't have guns. They just have clubs or just are running through because they're actually not all that heavily armed compared to gangs today.
Yeah, right.
Well, I mean, seriously, they're not.
Class,
but it works as an action movie. Who is in that?
Ethan Hawke?
No.
Why do you keep using that name? That's like a curse word.
Anyway, the cast is fantastic. No, sorry,
yeah, I know what you're talking about.
The cast is very solid. Great chemistry.
The girl from
Strother Martin.
Yeah, the girl from Halloween's in it, actually.
Gomez, yeah. Ooh, she plays
PJ Souls or something like that.
It's not PJ, it's the other one.
And she plays
like a Bill Paxton type character.
Yeah, she plays Judith Myers. Yeah.
Anyway, it's a very good film. If you haven't seen it, the music is incredibly dope. I mean, it's a very powerful film.
Cool
it's
That's
actually
why so many cholos were going there. It's dope.
Here's an interesting question: isn't there a guy in there with the slick back hair and he's got the Mauser? He shoots the little girl.
Like
is that the dude from? Is that the same guy from Escape from New York?
It is.
Where he comes in, he dies. Really? I fucking all right. Good. I thought so.
Get on air. 19 seconds. He dies. 18.
He dies.
17. 16.
I'm ready to talk.
15. 14.
All right, let's go.
12.
He goes.
Yeah, he is in us all.
That's what I thought he was, man.
Yeah, it's a fantastic movie. And what would be a movie that you would recommend people to go and see? You know, just something good. You know,
I
fun.
am going to go on record and say this is the greatest modern sci-fi film of all time.
Whoa!
I will go ahead and say it.
Butchavania.
Dreamcatcher.
I just saw it.
That's fucked up.
Let's talk about talent. Let's talk.
Shit,
Speaking of talent, James,
You know what's messed up? Jeanette loves it.
that's a great
Yeah,
film.
it's like her favorite.
Let me tell you
movie.
why.
She loves Dreamcatcher, dude.
You've got a prophecy. You've got, these paranormal skills. You've got aliens. You've got a government conspiracy.
And with great actors too. By the
Hell
way,
the
it's
fuck
like a
yeah.
fucking
Damian Lewis?
Ryan,
Morgan
what's his
Freeman?
name?
Jason Lee.
Yeah,
Jason
Lee's
Lee?
in it. No, it's Morgan
Timothy
Freeman,
Elephant?
Tom Sizemore.
Say his name right. I'm Morgan Freeman.
Right.
That's his name and say it
That
properly.
is a solid sci-fi film. Every time I think sci-fi, I think Dreamcatcher.
It is a
fucked up.
truly terrible film.
dope-tastic.
It is so awful. It's like the ultimate Edward film. It is.
Awesome.
It is an excellent.
I'm
solid
actually-
I
sci-fi.
done it.
I would give it a 4.
Donnie Wahlberg.
Donnie
I
Wahlberg.
got
Donnie Wahlberg's in it.
Done it.
Yeah.
I give it 4 stars the way that I would give Plan 9 from Outer Space 4 stars because it's so fucking rewatchable and so easy to fuck with. If they ever do like a riff tracks of that movie, I might die laughing. I mean, there's so much.
I will give you that. I will give you that.
Yes.
But I will watch it any day of the week.
Because it is so batshit.
What it
it's
is, what
insane.
it should have been. is-
Super batshit.
And he gets on the fucking telekinesis phone on his hand.
What the fuck was that guy's name?
Jonesy.
What's his name? Josie? He goes, "You're not Josie." I mean, this is
Mr. Gray, man.
Gray.
Mr.
This is
Gray.
Mr. Gray.
So,
Yeah.
all right.
Mr.
All
Gray.
right, anyway, Dreamweaver.
Dreamweaver. I believe you can get me through the night.
2003 sci-fi movie, Stephen King story. The script was written by Lawrence Kasdan, and it was directed
That's
by
right. It was also
Lawrence Kasdan, the guy who wrote Empire Strikes Back.
Empire Strikes Back, and Star Wars.
Yes.
Yeah.
The guy who wrote those great movies wrote Dreamcatcher, right? Catcher? It's one of the worst movies of all time.
No, come on,
so
man.
bad. It is.
Come on.
It is wonderfully bad. It is a huge budgeted Ed
Yeah,
Wood
but
movie.
you have to understand it's so underappreciated. It's so
yes, I agree. No one's
in
seen
the
it.
world of sci-fi.
But
It's so
if you saw it,
underappreciated.
you
It has
go-
every element of
I mean, what
sci-fi.
other movie had
It's a
shit weasels,
sci-fi
man?
wet dream. It has every single element.
Let me tell you what it is.
It's
It's Stephen
kinda
King's bored old ass just crapping out
Come
anything
on.
that he came up with. It's come on. The way that film is shot, when he's in there and he's like, the thing is trying to knock the toilet seat off, and he's shit. Oh, I better get my tooth picked up. Oh, I get killed by a giant ass weasel. I mean, it's like
That
something.
happens in every horror
He
film.
should have hid in the basement while it was in the toilet.
Yeah,
Damn
no
it.
shit. Get on the roof.
14-year-old writes that shit.
Are
Come on, man.
there
Oh my god.
ass
That was
weasels?
bad.
There are ass weasels.
There were shit weasels,
Yeah,
man. Hell yeah.
it was. Yeah.
You fart like a
And they
million
had razor
pounds,
teeth.
and then you have a giant turd with teeth.
And Mr.
That's
Gay
the
could
fucking
bite
That
lie.
can happen?
Come on,
They
dude,
weighed
we're more
185
depth than that.
pounds.
However,
Real.
I will agree with you. It is a very watchable disaster. Morgan Freeman and Tom Sizemore could be cut out of that film, and you lose nothing. And hilarity
Smell you.
when there's a helicopter fight at the end of that
Oh, Morgan
film.
Freeman was excellent.
I'm Morgan Freeman.
He needed to mow his eyebrows.
Captain,
but-
I'll replace you.
Oh no, he has some through for Howard. Like an eyelash.
Oh, they're amazing.
They're out here.
Amazing.
Those sounds could be imitated.
I know the
Thomas
difference.
Jane, come on. Excellent delivery. You're going to save these people.
The actors are amazing,
do
and
you
they
know
can't save that bag of shit. It's a total hole.
Come on!
The CG looks nice, even though.
Oh, come on.
I came here to be shit on. That's what it is.
So wait, no. So in the movie, there's like these.
Thomas Jane is awesome.
One of them is an
Yeah, he's awesome
alien.
at
One of them is a
everything.
shape-shifting alien that shape-shifts into an alien with like 5 times the body mass of the thing it just came out of, and then some.
And he's going to hit the water supply.
Yeah, but
Spoiler
it's dumb.
Yeah, you spoiled the fuck out
Yeah,
of
but
that.
if you-
man.
Ruined it.
Sorry.
I'll never watch it.
But no, it's great though.
good.
Damian Lewis, just for the fact that
Damian
Damian
Lewis is
Lewis.
freaking awesome.
Oh God,
I will-
he sells it
he's
so
in-
well.
I will second your watch it. If you haven't seen it, watch it for sure.
Watch
and every
Dreamcatcher.
time something stupid happens,
Dreamcatcher.
you got to do a
And
shot. And
Thomas
you'll be-
Jane is
Wow.
awesome in The
Shut up.
Expanse.
That's lethal.
Shut
And
up.
every time somebody does something stupid, or there's a
Kill
Shut
somebody.
up.
or they have ESP powers, you got to do a drink
Because they were all each blessed by donuts.
Yeah.
Yes, the magical
He
alien
opened them-
ESP delivery man.
Frank.
It's
Alien.
bad.
But it is a
Right.
solid sci-fi. You cannot
You know what?
argue
I
that.
have ESP.
Stupid shit.
It is like watching a $10
know
million
that-
diarrhea fit.
Right now, you think heat is the greatest thing ever.
No, he's got
Yeah.
ESP that stands for extra size penis. In which case,
He's gonna whip it out at the end of the show.
Yes.
Stay tuned.
yes, brother.
If he did, he wouldn't sleep in
Hey,
the tent.
I've been able to stay in show business, not based on the face.
No talent there. I'll tell you.
It's
If your face was talent, you get booed off the stage.
it's below the waist. You know what I'm saying?
So that's your picks of the week there, and some controversy for sure. And
No,
we'd
but
like
see it. If
to-
you haven't seen it, see it. It's a drinking game.
Dreamcatcher.
Drink
Dreamcatcher.
every
Dream-
time something ridiculous happens,
Dreamweaver.
and you will be happy. Every time there's a library sequence, you have to dream.
Oh, the mind sequence
Every
was
ti-
brilliant. That was my
every-
favorite part of the film.
Starring Gary
Every
Wright
time they use a
as
phone
the
as a
Dreamweaver.
psychic gun as a psychic telephone.
Where else did have you?
We're getting
that's-
this in.
All right,
So-
so that's from the vault. I said, what? I don't even know what I said.
I don't know. You were on about something. I was barely paying attention.
He-
My From the Vault was Savage Land. Only if you're really bored.
Wow. So you'd actually say see it.
Well, it's for a great
Put
attempt.
it on if you're cleaning the house.
Yeah, it's a great attempt.
I know, Jeremy, Heat is not my favorite movie of all time. Good guess, though.
I don't know. You guys were at the Oscar special, like, were jerking off and talked about it for 33 minutes.
And jerking off, thinking about Thomas Jane in Dreamcatcher, which you
Said I had
should
to
see.
make that money. Okay,
So,
so we're
Solid.
Yeah.
So anyway, I can't remember. I know that we're quarantined.
You said
Yeah,
quarantine.
you did the say the
What the hell
quarantine
was that?
film.
What the
Come
hell
on,
was
said
that?
something.
You don't know what it is?
Heat.
No, it was not Heat. Go see Heat. Right? Oh no, I saw that
Lethal
picture.
Weapon.
Yeah,
Great.
that's what it was. Thank
It
God
was
you
a baseball.
remember.
It'd be
We only
second
talked
match.
about it for 10 minutes, you Alzheimer's
to hell.
patient
I think we should thank Casey for
motherfucker.
coming.
Oh, yes, thank you,
You
so
do?
much for coming
I
to
mean,
the
yeah,
show.
we should. Yeah,
Thank you.
yeah,
You
thanks
having
for
me.
coming. Oh, yeah, good job, buddy.
you.
All right.
It's a family affair.
Yeah, so
Fun stuff.
she will be there selling these panty books at the Yak Arena in Wyandotte, Michigan on July 29th at the
Michigan Comic Book Expo.
Comic Book Expo. Come there. We're going to be there debuting a film of ours, so it's going to be lots of fun. War Pig.
Evil Genius.
You are.
Thanks for showing up.
My pleasure.
I
as
guess
always.
this is time for everything, isn't there?
No, no.
And any last words before we go?
1, 2, 3. Mwah!
I was gonna say, meow,
Keep
meow,
going. I hate both of you so much.
I hate you more.
yeah. I hate.
Hello, my
I hate
baby.
her. I hate her
Hello,
words
my
loud
darling.
fight.
Hello, my ragtime gal. Send me a kiss by wire. Baby, my heart's on fire. If you abuse me, honey, you'll lose me, and you'll be left alone. Oh, baby, telephone and tell me I'm your own. Yeah!